Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 798. We're getting close to that milestone. But anyway, let's see here. So, yeah, the chapter is called The Woman I Love. Alright, so Sosei was essentially telling... Did I pronounce his name right? Uh, Telling Ohan last chapter that it's like, you be the right hand to your father. I'm done. Like, he's lost all of his friends, his lord that he's been serving most of his adult life to is in major defeat right now. He lost the lady in his life, the love of his life, so it's like I ain't doing this no more. Too many L's in one arc, am I right? Excuse me. But yeah, so let's see where things go from here. Everyone else has kind of been given the retreat orders, and then we had that little nice moment with Katari and Heki, which was more humorous than wholesome, but still it was funny, get a room. Excuse me. But yeah, now we see the battlefield. So many people lying dead. The Woman I Love is the title. Someone breathing over there? So there's coughing. Are you alright? Sorry, but we can't afford to save kin soldiers. Oh, so those are the Zhao. Alright, so they're just killing any of the survivors that can't move. Seki soldiers were patrolling the site of the central battle between Seki and Osen's army to search and provide aid to live allies and finish off surviving kin soldiers. Can you walk? Someone's alive over here too. Sorry. It was the aftermath of the battle. Usually... Let's see, do I have a cough drop? I don't seem to. Or is it... Yeah, I do! Woohoo! Ooh. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Usually enemy corpses are left to rot while allies are buried on site. But Seki casualties were being loaded on carts in order to be buried in their homeland. No matter how many carts we bring, it's not going to be enough. There's no other way. We have orders not to leave anyone behind. That was the reason Seki's army remained behind for longer than usual. That one's not from Seki, but put him in that cart over there. What? Kansaro's HQ. The carts loaded with the corpses are making their way towards Seki. As expected, we don't have enough. We've already used all the carts from Hongo, and we're currently gathering more from nearby castles. Gien should be sending some as well. Back when we departed from Seki, I really didn't imagine we'd have so many casualties. Yeah. Kansaro knew, right? No. Not even I expected things to go this badly. And to think, we even lost, Giaga. Yeah. Giaga-sama! Over there crying. Kansaro-sama. We have finished preparing Giaga-sama's cart. He gets his own cart. Good job. I must remain here for the time being. Go on ahead. I'll catch up soon. Understood. As Giaga-sama's retainers will accompany his cart. Please forgive us. Yes, I leave Giaga to you, Jigen. Kanzaro-sama, excuse me. What is it? Don't make such a fuss. The soldiers outside are saying they captured an unusual man. Who's the unusual man? A kin soldier? Yes, I mean, well, technically he's a kin soldier. Wait. It isn't who I think it is. Is it... Who is it? According to his words, so it's a man. Technically a kin soldier? Is it... Is it him? I mean, he has nothing left to live for. He's a kin general. What? A kin general? Yes. It seems he's here to meet Kansaro-sama. Kansaro-sama? Interesting. Bring him to me. It is him. My God. What are you planning? I'm General So, retainer of Osen of the Kin Six Great Generals. I have a matter to discuss with General Kansaro of Zhao's Seke army, and so I have surrendered. Is it that he wants to be with his wife? I guess were they married? I don't even know. What? What did you say? Osen's retainer? Is he really a kin general? Why is someone like him here? This man really was fighting against us as a kin general, and you're right. I remember his face. Guards, hold him down. Oh, they're gonna kill him right now. Yes, sir. This is Giaga-sama and our comrades who died in battle. That's more than enough reason to cut your head. Kansaro-sama, forgive me, but I'll have to dirty your tent. Yeah, he's got the sword, like, right over his head. Jigen, wait. Apparently this man has matters to discuss with me. You may kill him after we hear his reasoning. Damn, they're gonna just let him live. Or at least he wants him to live. No need to hear from him. I already know what it is. The reason he came here was to defect. A defeated general defecting to the winning side is rare, but it does happen. But I, Jigen, as Giaga-sama's retainer, shall never allow it. I'm not here to defect. Oh? What then? Is it vengeance? He is, Shiro's man, the female warrior who defeated Giaga. Which means... Wait, how did you deduce this? Are their spy networks that good? You probably came here to take my head, as I was in the battle as an enemy general. That would serve as revenge for Shiro. In that case, there should be no objections to taking his head. That's also wrong. What? Okay, so... Was he captured while trying to sneak in? No, he showed up and named himself, then turned in his weapon to surrender. What? Stand back, Jigen. I will hear his words. Then, what is so important that you'd risk your life in order to tell me so? Oh, Kansaro, is there a woman you love? And Kansaro was like, no, I like the penis. I mean, he kind of does with that whole relationship with Giaga. It was kind of homoerotic. But I don't know. When you drink wolf's blood, aka like pig's blood or whatever it was. No, it was goat. It was goat blood. It's like, weird shit can happen. I also want to ask the same to all those present. Once you all return to Seke, will there be a woman you love waiting for you? What are you even talking about, you bastard? To me, Shiro was everything. As his retainer, I may have risked my life to support Osen-sama this far, but my heart was always belonged entirely to Shiro. They're just, like, stunned to silence over this. Usually someone like her would never end up with someone like me. She's the perfect woman. So that's why I only managed to make her mine when I promised we'd be together till death do us part. And yet, at the battlefield, I left her side. You want to join her, don't you? You want one of them to kill you. Back when you chased, Shibuso's main army, tactically, I don't think you had a choice. Yes, as a general, that was correct course of action. But as a man who loves her, I have broken my promise, and I left her alone to die. And not only that, I left her behind and ran. And now, Shiro... somewhere in this wasteland, lonely and rotting. He's starting to cry. I beg you, Kansaro, allow me to search and recover her body from the battlefield, and let me hold her in my arms one last time. She must be feeling lonely, being left alone on the cold earth. What are you, an idiot? Did you really come to an enemy encampment just to... Encampment. It's giving me, like, flashbacks of, encirclement, encirclement. Just ask for that. You'll be killed. Right now, this is far more unbearable to me than simply being killed. Excuse me. I don't care if you tear me limb from limb. Please, before you do, let me see her body. Let me touch her. It doesn't matter how. Even just her helmet or just a piece of her broken sword. Even just a single hair is fine. Just let me hold her in my arms. This man be simping so hard for all the right reasons. I beg you. Right now, she must be trembling alone somewhere. The woman who defeated Giaga was quite formidable, so it stands to reason her spouse would be a true man. Kansaro-sama? Then, Kansaro, be it just a broken piece of her sword, or even just a single hair. It doesn't matter in what way, so long as you can be with her, with a part of her, is that right? So, Kansaro-sama? Is she still alive and captured right now? I mean, his whole relationship with Giaga and everything, and she being the cause of his death, like, I could definitely see him, like, capturing her and just being interested in this person who was able to take out such a mighty foe. Kansaro-sama. Jigen. Be silent, Jigen. Damn you. That's correct. If there's anything you have collected from her, then if that belonged to Shiro, then that's enough for me. After that, I don't care if this Jigen takes my head. Understood. Denjaku. Or Kaku. Grant his request. Yes, sir. They're going to bring her in. Or did they just collect her armor? See, in the end, it was worth risking my life to come all the way here. Shiro, as long as I hold you in my arms, I'll be parting this world as well. Chodo, stand up. Okay. Ever since Giaga's death, I've tried my best to act as he would have. They're cutting his body. She's alive. And that's why. There she is. You should say your thanks to Giaga instead. She looks in perfect health. Well, I mean, other than her arm seemingly bandaged up and everything. So, Osama? My apologies, but because her left arm started to necrose after it was crushed by Giaga, we had to amputate it. I mean... Shiryu! There's gonna be a break next week. So she was alive. The simping was not for naught. That is great. Like, but what is to happen after this? Like, obviously, they've had her in captivity now ever since the end of the war. So it's like, will he defect? Will she be joining their, like, as a prisoner of war, as a possible ally to Seke now? What's going to happen? Like, are they just going to go to Seke maybe and live there as, like, like, she has a prominence. Like, with Seke having lost one of its great generals and everything, it's like, or one of their powerful generals, it would stand to reason that maybe the people of Seke would actually understand and respect Kansaro's wishes of them living there, maybe. I don't really know. Also, there's a Marty McFly buzzing around. But yes, I do wonder how this is all going to play out. Like, obviously, she can't, like, necessarily fight to the extent she has in the past because, she's missing one of her arms, or at least part of it. is what it seems. So it would stand to reason she's not going to be fighting anymore. And with Soho, kind of giving up everything just to try and be with her and then to die, it stands to reason that he would also not go back into the... Hello, Marty. Um, that he would also not go into the battlefield again. But they could have strategic value, or maybe they will train future generations of Seke soldiers or something. Because, it's like, she beat one of their generals, might as well have her train up their dudes, right? And there's some reason to there. But I don't know. Or maybe they just die in this tent. I don't know. But let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content. Links down below for all those social medias and whatnot. I'm part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. Until next time, Quicheling. Marty, we just go back to the future and leave me alone.